Rise, soldier! The Empire waits for no man. Forward! March! Stay alert! This desert feels wrong! General, something's off.
While Cambyses soldiers pushed deeper into the western desert, unaware of the forces gathering against them, another struggle was unfolding far from the dunes inside the Temple of Amun at Siwa.
The strangers walk the forbidden sands, and fate stirs in sorrow.
We await thy command, voice of Amun.
General, the ground, it's moving! Hold formation! Hold steady! By the breath of Amun, let the sands be stirred.
We call forth the veil of the desert.
The desert moves against us. What trickery is this?
Something stirs beneath our feet.
The sand, it's pulling us down. Hold the line! Get the camels clear! We're sinking! Help!
We call the breath of Amun.
The desert hears us. Continue.
The ground! It's giving way! Hold formation! Step carefully!
Amun strengthens the desert.
Hold the rhythm. We bind those who threaten the sacred voice.
Fight the sand! Do not yield! It drags us like a creature! Keep moving! Help us! We sink! The gods demand sacrifice.
It is done.
Amun's will flows through the sand.
No! The desert claims us! We cannot hold, sink, or fight! No! The desert claims us! We cannot hold, sink, or fight!
Amun has spoken.
The desert keeps its secrets.
Amun has spoken.
The desert keeps its secrets. The desert keeps its secrets. Forgive us, great Amun-Ra, for the lives taken this night. Forgive us, great Amun-Ra.
From the deep fjords of Norway, a people born of iron and sea looked outward. They were not just raiders, but farmers, explorers, dreamers, driven by a hunger for land their own crowded shores could no longer provide. Their future, they believed, lay beyond the horizon. And so they left, with all they owned and all they hoped to be, packed into the sturdy bellies of their ships. Each vessel was a world unto itself, a promise of a new beginning carried on the tide, a wager made by an entire family, a promise of a new beginning carried on the tide. But the North Atlantic does not surrender its horizons easily. It is a crucible testing the limits of wood and will. To cross it was to sail off the map of the known world. It is a crucible. To wager your life against the fury of the elements. To cross it was to sail off the map of the known world. And for those who endured, the reward was a vision from a saga, a land of impossible green cradled by ice. The first explorers had called it Greenland, a name not of description but of pure, desperate hope. A promise to lure others across the unforgiving sea. A name not of description but of pure, desperate hope. Here, on the edge of the world, they did not just survive, they thrived. For nearly 500 years, the dream held. They built farms, raised families, and constructed a new Norse world, etched into the Arctic landscape. Raised families and constructed. Generations passed. The memories of Norway faded into legend. Life was measured in seasons, in the passing of traditions from one hand to the next. A culture held together by stories, faith, and small sacred things. A culture held together. But the earth is not static. Unseen, unfelt at first, the great engine of the climate began to shift. The world grew colder. The long, benevolent summers shortened. The ice always waiting at the edge of their world, began to press inward.
Veiðin var léleg.
The ice, always
Hreindýrin
waiting at the edge
flýja
of their
kuldann.
world, began to press
Selirnir eru færri.
inward.
Goðin hljóta að frjósa líka. Hreindýrin flýja kuldann.
Their society was built on farming. They were pastoralists, not Inuit hunters. Their struggle to adapt was heroic, but outmatched. Every hunt became a desperate gamble against a world they were never truly equipped to master, but outmatched. Every hunt became a desperate gamble against a world they were never truly equipped to master. An end does not always come with a bang. Sometimes it is a slow fade, a quiet acceptance, a decision to release the symbols of a life that can no longer be lived. To let the old story go before starting a new one, or perhaps before the story ends altogether. To let the old story go before starting. What became of them? Or perhaps the question echoes through history. Did they try to sail back? Did they starve? Or did they simply walk away, absorbed into the great white silence? We do not know. They vanished, leaving only ghosts and questions. We do not know. They vanished. All that remains is what the ice preserved. A testament to the dream. A relic of the indomitable spirit that drove them to the very edge of the world, only to be met in the end by the quiet, unyielding power of nature. At the very edge of the world, only to be met in the end by the quiet, unyielding power of nature. At the very edge of the world, only to be met in the end by the quiet, unyielding power of nature. At the very edge of the world, only to be met in the end by the quiet, unyielding power of nature. At the very edge of the world, only to be met in the end by the quiet, unyielding power of nature. At the very edge of the world, only to be met in the end.
She will have your eyes, Father.
Virginia, the first child of a
She
new
will have
world.
your eyes, Father.
May God grant her a long and prosperous life here. The first child of a
She
new
will
world.
have your eyes, Father.
May God grant her a long and prosperous life here.
If you must remove from this place, carve the name of your destination upon a tree or a post of this form. If you leave in distress, a Maltese cross is to be carved above the name. Do you understand?
We understand, Father, but there will be no distress.
Do you understand?
Only your swift return, Father.
Be safe.
But there will be no distress. Only your swift return, Father.
Governor John White returned to England, gripped by fear. His desperate pleas for supply ships for his fledgling colony were met with bureaucratic indifference. 1588, war with Spain. All English ships are pressed into service to fight the Spanish Armada. Governor John White is forbidden from returning to his colony. 3 years pass. On the deck of a smaller, privately funded ship, John White sails back into the Sound of Roanoke. It is August 1590. John White sails back into the Sound of Roanoke.
It's as if they were ghosts.
It is
No
August
struggle.
1590.
Nothing. This is not the work of savages. This was planned. Methodical.
They were
ghosts. No struggle.
Governor, look.
Croatoan.
Manteo's people. No cross, thank God. No Maltese cross. They left willingly.
John White pleads with his captain to sail south to Croatoan Island. The captain, fearing for his ship and crew, refuses, pointing to a frayed anchor cable and the worsening storm. He orders the crew to make for open sea. Years later, in a cluttered study in Ireland, an elderly John White writes in his journal by candlelight, "This is the end of my story, the historical conclusion. I commit them to the merciful hands of God, for I know that I shall never see them more in this world. Not my daughter Eleanor, nor my grandchild Virginia. Not my daughter Eleanor, nor my grandchild Virginia. Not my daughter Eleanor."
The supply ships are not coming. We have seen no sign. To stay here is to starve. Manteo, his people have offered us sanctuary. To stay here
Sanctuary?
is to starve.
Amongst the
Manteo,
savages?
his people have offered us sanctuary.
My people do not see savages.
Sanctuary?
We see people the color of sand, whose children cry from hunger, same as ours. The island of my father provides.
Whose children cry
Here,
from hunger.
you have
Save
only
us, Lord.
splinters and empty prayers.
The island of my father.
The forests have graced them.
Thomas's rigid English methods clash with Chayton's wisdom. This isn't just farming. It's a humorous first step toward understanding a new world. English remedies have failed. With her daughter burning with fever, Eleanor makes an act of desperate trust. A single cup decides their fate. Virginia is healed. With no words needed, Eleanor's gratitude bridges the gap, cementing a powerful bond between two peoples. This new world is not one of conquest, but of connection. English ingenuity and native wisdom have merged, forging a new culture. This is the true story of Roanoke.
Ship! Whole ship, with different sails. They do not see us. More will come.
They will not have the wisdom to ask for help. They will only have the hunger to take. They must not find us.
They will not have the wisdom.
We move inland. We follow the
They will
river.
only have the hunger to take.
They must not find us. We move inland. We follow the river.
They weren't just defending a place, they were forging a myth. Isolated by choice, they didn't fall behind the world. They simply built a new one. Isolated by choice, they didn't fall behind the world. They simply built a new one. Isolated by choice, they didn't fall behind the world. They simply built a new one. Isolated by choice, they didn't fall behind the world. They simply built a new one.
There. Perfect efficiency. The forest has been showing us how for centuries. Perfect efficiency.
For 400 years,
The forest
we have
has been
thrived
showing
in
us
secret.
how for centuries.
We have preserved the balance. But the outside world is losing its way. Their climate is failing. Their societies are fracturing. Our story, our science, our very existence could be the lesson they need to survive.
And what if they react not with wonder, but with greed? As Manteo foretold, with a hunger to take? And what if they
That is the
react not
risk.
with wonder,
But to
with
stand
greed?
by and watch them
As
fail
Manteo
when we
foretold,
could help.
with a hunger to
That
take?
is not our way. That has never been our way. My name is Dr. Virginia Derkahota, and my story begins over 400 years ago on the coast of a new world with a ship that failed to return. It is the story of a colony that you believe was lost to history. I am here today to tell you that it was not lost. It survived.
早いペースで日本語を話すね。
This changes everything we thought we knew. This changes everything we thought we knew.
The first stone has been cast into the pond. Now we must watch the ripples.
I saw their
first stone has
faces
been
pale.
cast into the pond.
It wasn't just wonder.
Now we must watch
It
the
was
ripples.
hunger. The hunger Manteo spoke of.
He also spoke of wisdom. Our task is to teach them to be full without devouring. Breathe. The hardest part is done. The next part begins.
A lost colony with technology that surpasses ours? Forgive my skepticism, Madam Secretary, but this has the hallmarks of an elaborate hoax or a psyop from a rival power.
Hoax? General, the linguistic drift alone is a miracle. She's speaking a perfect, modern English, yet her foundational story uses Elizabethan cadences. It's a linguistic living fossil. It's beautiful.
Our satellite feeds have confirmed an energy signature in the alleged location unlike any we know. It is not a hoax. The question is not what they are, but who. I am authorizing a first contact delegation. Small, scientific. Dr. Thorne, you will go. General, you will provide logistical support, but your weapons will stay outside their valley.
My God, it's real. It's all real.
Dr. Thorne, on behalf of the people of Haven, And in the spirit of my ancestor Eleanor Dare, I welcome you. We have waited a long time. And in the spirit of my ancestor
This is the Holy Grail. We thought all of these were lost at sea.
Governor White was an artist, but his daughter Eleanor was a preservationist.
She knew the importance of the story. We all do. This is the first book of our Bible, you might say.
This level of microbial biodiversity, it's impossible. My instruments must be malfunctioning.
Your machine wants to see the pieces. We only see the whole. The forest taught us how to farm. We just listen. Your machine wants to see the pieces.
A closed loop. General, look at that energy output. It's clean, it's self-sustaining, and it's completely off the grid.
Marcus Thorne,
Look at that energy output. It's
a sleek, charismatic CEO of a massive tech energy corporation. He is watching the same feed, but his eyes gleam with avarice.
They send scientists, but they fly drones. Tomorrow, I will show them what our idea of power truly means. They send scientists, but they fly drones. Tomorrow, I will show them what our idea of
This would take our supercomputers years to model. How do you calculate the protein folding? This would take our
We don't.
supercomputers years
We
to
ask
model.
the organism. We've learned the language of biology. Not just how to read it, but how to speak it. We've learned the language of biology.
Forget the energy patent. This is everything. Medicine, agriculture, environmental cleanup. This isn't $1 trillion valley. It's the key to the entire global economy for the next 1,000 years.
This is the most dangerous weapon I have ever seen. In our hands, or anyone else's. My orders are to assess a potential threat. And a society with your capabilities is, by definition, a threat.
Only threat here is the one you brought with you. The man who looks at our home and sees only zeros on a balance sheet. We will not be colonized. Not again.
It's not that simple, Doctor. The world knows you exist now. Men like Thorne, they don't just go away. It's not that simple, Doctor. The world knows you exist.
We need to speak with General Madigan.
They don't just go away.
Our communications are down.
Our guest protocols are for your safety. The valley is in a period of adjustment. Please return to your quarters.
They know.
They
know what Thorne and Madigan are planning. We are caught in the middle. They know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The board is in agreement. The White House has greenlit the operation. Yes, sir. Use minimum force, but secure it. This is now a matter of national and economic security. Use minimum force.
Forcing them will destroy everything that makes this place special.
We'll rebuild it. Better.
Forcing them will destroy
more efficient.
Makes this place special.
Now, get your men ready, General.
They have left us no choice. We must show them the meaning of the word haven. Not a treasure box to be opened, but a sanctuary to be defended.
The forest protected us from the redcoats. Now, the river will protect us from their descendants. The forest initiate the protocol. Now, the river will protect us from their descendants. Initiate the protocol. The river will protect us from their descendants. Initiate the protocol.
Thorne and Madigan hit the pass, but the pass is sealed by a humming wall of energy, and from it, a calm, holographic Virginia projects herself before them.
You were offered our hand in friendship, and you chose to answer with a clenched fist. This valley is now closed to you. We are not a prize to be taken, Mr. Thorne. We are a lesson to be learned. The lesson is this: true strength is not the power to take, but the wisdom to preserve. When you understand that, we will talk again.
The world reels as Haven goes dark. An embargo, a stock market crash, and public opinion turns against Thorne.
They won't listen to us now. They're angry. They feel tricked.
Our ancestors did not survive by building higher walls.
Virginia's new plan, a data dump from Haven. Their signal returns, bypassing governments to share sustainable technology, a gift to the world, for everyone, a new dawn.
What experts are calling the Great Sharing.
She's making it worthless.
No. She's making it priceless.
A year later, the first cultural exchange. A hesitant moment, then a carved toy, a battered spaceship. Two worlds connect. They play together, their laughter, a universal language.
Get buddying for Orleans, and in a stunning fall from grace, Marcus Thorne has been ousted as CEO, as the company he founded struggles to adapt.
The river thanks you, Virginia. It is the same river, Lena, just in a different part of the world. She is welcome.
A decade of change, the Haven paradigm. From Sahara solar arrays to peaceful truces in green cities, humanity finds its balance. The planet breathes. From a new university to stars in the city sky. And at Roanoke, a descendant of both worlds stands together. A new history is born. Virginia Derka, a global leader. A lone thorn, irrelevant. Haven is now a beacon, a shared home for the world. The journey's end is only the beginning. A shared home for the world.
This is where our story began, little one.
The journey's end. Dr. Virginia Derka, now in her late 70s,
so quiet, Grandma.
walks with her great-grandniece.
This is the place. The first place.
This is where we stopped being lost and started being found.
The first place.
This is where we stopped being lost and started being found. This is where we stopped being lost.
He never found you, Grandmother. He died believing you were lost. But your choice, the choice you made right here, didn't just save our family. It gave the whole world a chance to be found.
I can't believe we're still out here. This was supposed to be a quick detour, a shortcut, remember? I can't believe we're still Save us time, skip traffic, get there early. Instead, we're somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa, wait. Hold on. Is that really what I think it is?
Somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa, wait. Hold on. Is that really what I think it is?
Somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Whoa, wait. Is that really what I think it is?
Are you okay?
My boyfriend. We argued. He pushed me out. My
out of his house. In this weather.
Ben never hesitates. It's his best and worst quality. He gave her the coat off his back without a second thought. All we knew was that she was cold. And her story, as thin as it was the only thing we had. All we knew was that she was cold.
Can you take me to Greenboro Lane?
As thin as it was the only thing we had. The silence in the car was heavier than the snow outside, a profound weight that pressed down on every passenger. It wasn't merely the absence of sound, it was a palpable presence charged with unspoken anxieties and lingering shock.
Can you stop, please, at number 17? Thank you. Could I keep the jacket just until I get inside? I'll have Danny bring it back to you. I promise. Just until I get inside? I'll have Danny bring it back to you. I promise. Just until I get inside? I'll have Danny bring it back to you. I promise.
This is weird. We have been waiting for almost 20 minutes. No idea. But that's your good jacket. Let's go knock. This is weird. We have been waiting for almost 20 minutes. No idea. But that's your good jacket. Let's go knock. This is weird. We have been waiting for almost 20 minutes. No idea.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes.
We just dropped off a young lady here, maybe 20 minutes ago.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
She borrowed my jacket, said someone named Danny would bring it back. Here, maybe 20 minutes ago.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
She borrowed
A
my
young
jacket,
lady?
said someone named Danny
Sir,
would bring
I
it
haven't
back.
seen anyone come into this house all evening. It's just me. Sir, I haven't seen anyone come into this house all
No,
evening.
sir. She definitely came in here. Small, blonde, around 20 years old. She definitely came in here. Small.
Honestly, there's nothing more I can do except invite you to search the house yourself. Please, come in. There's nothing more I can do except invite you to search the house yourself. Please, come in. There's nothing more I can do except invite you.
With tension thick in the air, Mark demanded a full search of the house. Every room, every shadow. Thick in the air, Mr. Miller didn't flinch. He agreed without a moment's hesitation. Mr. Miller didn't flinch.
Look at this frame.
Without a moment's hesitation.
That's her. That's the lady we just dropped off. Look at this frame.
This is my daughter,
That's her.
Sarah.
That's the lady
She
we just
passed away
dropped
more
off.
than 15 years ago.
But that's impossible.
Sarah.
She was right here.
You mentioned Danny
But
earlier.
that's impossible.
Danny was her imaginary friend when she was a little girl. You mentioned she used to play with him for hours. Danny was her imaginary friend.
Mr. Miller, are you saying the person we just met wasn't real? That Sarah, your daughter, has been gone all this time? I don't understand. We saw her. We talked to her. Sir, we don't believe you.
I understand.
We talked to her.
But if you're still not convinced,
we don't believe
I
you.
can show you her grave. I understand. It's only a few minutes from here, in the old cemetery.
What do you do when the world you know dissolves? You look for something solid, something to hold on to, even if it's a gravestone. You look for something solid, something to hold on to, even if it's a gravestone. You look for something solid, something to hold on to, even if it's a
Here it
gravestone.
is. Here it is. The tomb of my daughter. Over there. Here it is. Here it is. The tomb of my daughter. Over there. Here it is. Here it is. The tomb of my daughter. Over there.
Some bonds are too strong for death to sever. A father's grief, a daughter's last memory, and the promise of a friend, tasked to guard them both forever. He was just returning a jacket. Tasked to guard them both forever. He was just returning a jacket. Tasked to guard them both forever.
Hi, I'm Danny. Do you need your jacket? Here it is. Hi, I'm Danny.
Nestled deep within the green mountains of southwestern Vermont lies a place shrouded in mystery, the Bennington Triangle. Since the 1940s, this remote, rugged area has been the unsettling backdrop for a series of inexplicable disappearances without a trace. The Bennington Triangle remains an enigma, a chilling reminder of the unknown forces that might lurk in the wilderness. From this enigmatic backdrop, our story begins, venturing into the chilling heart of the Bennington Triangle where the veil between worlds seems thinnest. Venturing into the chilling heart of the Bennington Triangle where the veil between worlds seems thinnest. Another search begins, but the forest holds its secrets close. Another search
Sticks and
begins, but the
stones.
forest holds
Come on,
its
Lily.
secrets
Let's
close.
find you.
Ilias trusts only his training and the logic of the trail.
Come on, Lily. Let's find you.
What the hell?
Ilias trusts only Technology failed him. He realized he was truly alone.
Okay.
A child's lost toy, a chilling echo in the silent woods, hints at a truth more unsettling than any legend.
Okay.
A child's lost toy, a chilling echo in the silent woods, hints at a truth more unsettling than any legend.
Okay.
A child's lost toy,
Lily! I'm close.
hints at a truth more unsettling than any legend.
Lily! I'm close.
Amidst the unnerving silence, a fleeting glimpse of something impossible shattered Elias's grip on reality. Amidst the unnerving silence, a fleeting glimpse of something impossible shattered Elias's grip on reality. Amidst the unnerving silence, a fleeting glimpse of something impossible shattered Elias's grip on reality. Terror became his guide as Elias unknowingly ran deeper into the Shadow Child's silent game. Terror became his guide as Elias unknowingly ran deeper into the Shadow Child's His desperate flight had led him not to safety but to a place of ancient power, where the silence was not absence but a watchful presence. Not to safety but to a place of ancient power, where the silence was not absence but a watchful presence. Lily was safe but not saved. A silent guardian now stood over her, bound by a pact Elias could only begin to comprehend. A silent guardian now stood over her, bound by a pact Elias could only begin to In that silent gaze, Elias understood. Lily was not a captive, but a ward of the ancient woods, and he, Elias understood, the true intruder. Lily was not a captive, but a ward of the ancient woods, and he, Elias understood, the true intruder. With a silent understanding, Elias yielded, leaving the ancient bond undisturbed, and retreating as quietly as the forest's own secrets. Leaving the ancient bond undisturbed, and retreating as quietly as the forest's own secrets. Leaving the ancient bond undisturbed. Emerging into the harsh morning light, Elias carried the indelible truth of the woods within him, forever altered by the silent world he'd left behind. Elias carried the indelible truth of the woods within him, forever altered by the silent world he'd left behind. Elias carried the indelible truth of the woods within him, forever altered by the silent world he'd left behind. Lily was safe but not saved. A
Can you
silent
feel it,
guardian
man?
stood over her, bound.
The views, the vibes. This is gonna be our million-hit video. You feel it? I guarantee it.
Just, let's be careful, Alex. The legend of this place isn't exactly friendly. Just, let's be careful, Alex. The legend of this place isn't exactly
Whoa,
friendly.
okay, subs, this is it. The Baron's Folly. Whoa, okay, subs, this is it. The Speechless, May? Don't worry, I'll do all the talking. This is it. The Speechless, May? Don't worry, I'll do all the talking. The Speechless, May? Don't worry, I'll do all the talking. Speechless, May? Don't worry, I'll do all the talking. Vav! Jackpot! Vav! Jackpot!
The first signs were hinted at a more calculated darkness, human intent twisted into something sinister. A more calculated darkness, human intent twisted into something sinister. A more calculated darkness.
Something doesn't feel right here. Let's see what's behind one of these doors.
Okay, this is new. Let's go to the second floor. Okay.
They are now certain that strange rituals were once performed in this place, and disturbingly, they haven't stopped.
Entrance to rotating room. We shall return to this curiosity later.
Haven't stopped.
Entrance to rotating room. We shall return to this curiosity later.
Alex, where are you? Come over. Did you hear this?
I'm not sure.
Where are you?
It sounded like a footstep from above.
They were looking for a source, a reason, but the house offered only revelations. They were looking for a source. The past does not stay buried. Sometimes it merely walks the halls.
Maya, did you see something down the other hallway?
Sometimes it
Not
merely
really,
walks the
no.
halls.
Let's see what's over there.
Did you see something down the other hallway?
Sometimes it
Not
merely
really,
walks the
no.
halls.
Let's see what's over there.
The dining room table is fully set, as if expecting guests, though no one is in sight.
Let's see what's over there.
The dining room table is fully set, as if expecting guests, though no one is in sight. The dining room
No way!
table is fully
No
set,
way!
as if
Are you getting this?
The house was not just haunted, it was performing. The house was not just haunted, it was performing.
Someone's in the kitchen. Let's check it out.
The kitchen is lifeless, filled only with silence. They've now entered a third hallway. The party, it seemed, had moved to another room. They've now entered a third hallway.
Let me take a look.
The party,
Stay here.
had moved to another room. The performance was over. The audience was dismissed. The performance was over. The audience
There's nothing.
was dismissed.
It's empty. Alex?
The performance was
Alex,
over.
this isn't funny.
There's nothing.
Where are you?
It's empty. Tower! Maya! Go to the tower!
This isn't funny.
His voice was a lure.
The tower! Maya! You have to see the view from the tower!
This isn't funny.
Come
His
up!
voice was a lure. The last thread of familiarity in a world that had come undone. She followed the voice of her friend into the heart of the nightmare. She followed the voice of her friend into the heart of the nightmare. She followed the voice of her friend.
Come over, Maya! Come over!
She followed the voice of her friend.
Come over, Maya! Maya! You are almost there! The bearing room! I'm in here!
This was the heart of the tower, a place of hidden purpose. She found only gears and silence, a place of hidden purpose.
Alex?
She found
Are you in
only
here?
gears and silence.
Exit here and take the stairs to the rotating room.
Alex?
Just one more
Are you in
floor.
here?
Maya. Exit here and take the stairs to the rotating room.
Maya arrived at the tower room. As she drew closer, she discovered another Alex, an ashen figure resembling someone who had just stepped out of the grave. An ashen figure
Alex,
resembling
what are you
someone
doing?
who had just stepped out of the
I
grave.
was so scared.
An ashen figure.
What happened to you?
She begins to suspect that something or someone has taken control of her friend. She begins
I'm in
to
control
suspect
now,
that something
Maya.
or someone
I asked the
controls
questions.
someone. He was no longer himself. He was something more. He was no longer the man she knew, but something far worse. A creation of shadow and power. A gift and a curse bound to him forever.
Oh my God!
A gift
Please,
and a curse
just
bound
stop.
to him forever.
Oh my God! Please, just stop. Oh my God! Please.
Your time is up, Maya. It ends for you tonight.
Please, just let me go.
Your time is up, Maya. It ends for you tonight.
Please, just let me go. Leave me, please.
There we go!
Leave me, please.
I got you! Calm down! Calm down! I'm not gonna hurt you! I got you! Calm down! Calm down!
He had defied his master's command. Now the question was, would they make him pay? He defied his master's command.
Alex.
Now the question
Alex.
was,
Are you okay?
would they make him pay?
Are you
The
okay?
spirits would not tolerate disobedience.
911, my friend,
Not
he fell
tolerate disobedience.
at the old Baron Palace. He fell. My friend, he fell.
The real world arrived with its own language of sirens and procedure to a place that spoke in silence and screams. Its own language of sirens and procedure to a place that spoke in silence and screams.
Kids come up here for a thrill, for their videos. Sometimes they just get too close to the edge. It's a tragic accident. We'll need your formal statement down at the station when you're ready. It's a tragic accident. We'll need your formal statement down at the station when you're ready.
We climbed the mountain to the Baron's Keep, through marble halls where the shadows creep. Cold voices rose from the stones beneath, bidding me take the life I breathe. They drove me upward through the moonlit air, step by the tower's edge, with the dark below, I kissed her lips and would not let go. The night broke open, the wind pulled tight. I let go of her hand, slipped into the night. She stands alone where the cold stars call, and my ghost walks the Baron's hall. And my ghost walks the Baron's They drove me upward through the moonlit air, step by step on the winding stair. At the tower's edge, with the dark below, I kissed her lips and would not let go. The night broke open, the wind pulled tight. I let go of her hand, slipped into the night. She stands alone where the cold stars call, and my ghost walks the Baron's hall. And my ghost walks the Baron's hall. And my ghost walks the Baron's hall. And my ghost walks the Baron's hall.
He walked slowly across the open field, the old house in view, quiet, still, like it had been waiting just for him. Open field, the old house in view, quiet, still, like it had been waiting just for him. After a long day of travel, he finally sits down to prepare for the work ahead tomorrow, unaware of what's quietly unfolding around him. That night he dreamt he wasn't alone, and when he woke up, the door was open. Day 1. By the lake, he is fully immersed in capturing the subtle rhythm of the lapping waves, his focus unwavering. A surprise when he is back. He'd locked the house. No one else was here. So who, or what, did this? Day 2. A graceful woman by the lake. She said nothing, just watched, quietly, as if she belonged to the lake itself, as if she were waiting for something he had yet to comprehend. That night in the quiet dining room, he hadn't set the table, and yet it was laid out perfectly for two. And yet it was laid out.
I saw you yesterday.
For two.
Are you from around here?
Yes. I live nearby. I come to the lake often. It's quiet here. I live nearby.
I'm Jonas. I'm here to work, sort of.
It's nice to meet you, Jonas.
I'm Jonas.
I am Julia.
I'm here to work, sort of.
After a long day at the lake with her, he returns home, weary. Fresh flowers rest by his bed. He didn't place them. Confused, he lies down, too tired to question it. Later, soft knocks on the wall stir him, but exhaustion wins. He drifts into sleep. In the days that followed, their silence spoke more than words ever could. What began as quiet companionship had shifted. Something deeper was growing between them. Not just friendship now, but the quiet beginning of a love story. Not just friendship now, but the quiet beginning of a love story. Not just friendship now, but the quiet beginning of a love story. One afternoon, while he flipped through the pages of an old, thick volume bound in cracked, dark leather, he found a writing on a piece of paper. When will you join our world? The writing was not human. The message felt like a whisper in his own voice. The writing was not human. The message felt like a whisper in his own voice. From the abyss, an unsettling presence surfaces, its authentic form laid bare. From the abyss, an unsettling presence surfaces, its authentic form laid bare. From the abyss, an unsettling presence surfaces, its authentic. Observe now as sinister forces craft this ghost into a stunning illusion. Observe now as sinister forces craft this ghost into a stunning. She becomes the beautiful lady, Joan's friend. She becomes the beautiful lady. One entity, two deceptive manifestations. She becomes the beautiful lady. One entity, two deceptive manifestations.
Hi, how are you?
Would you like to go for a walk?
Sure. I was waiting for this moment.
Would you like to go for a walk?
Sure. I was waiting for this moment.
Would you like to go for a walk?
Sure. I was waiting for this moment.
Would you like to go for a walk?
Sure. Are you gonna join me?
That's all right. I'm happy to wait for you. That's all right. I'm happy to wait for you.
What are you waiting for? It's wonderful in here. Come over. What are you waiting for? Come on in. It's wonderful. Don't just stand there, darling. Come over. Join me. Come on in.
Okay. I'm coming in.
Darling. Join me.
Okay. I'm coming in. Okay. I'm coming in. Okay. I'm coming in. Okay. I'm coming in.
In an instant, she simply wasn't there. Not a splash, no trace beneath the waves. He reached out, a desperate, futile grab for nothing but empty air. She had just vanished.
Julia! Where are you? Where did you go?
Vanished.
Come back! Where are you?
Then, from the unseen depths, a colossal force. Then, it gripped him, dragging him down into the murk. He fought, thrashed, surfaced for one desperate, gasping breath, then another. But the grip was absolute, relentless, until, at last, the lake claimed him. Gone, into its silent, unseen floor. Gone, into its silent, unseen floor. Gone, into its silent, unseen floor.
We walk this world, its ancient kings before our first breath. Masters of Earth's green, turning heart to whispers of defeat. In shadows born of other hands, drove them to flight. Into the deep wounds of the earth they bled, to sunless cracks, to stone-ribbed caves. Through mountains standing desolate, across the burning silent sands, and down beneath the ocean's crushing veil. To wear 1,000 skins, the fragile form of man, the wild, unchained spirit of the beast, the cold, knowing gaze of stars unknown, and still they surface from hidden places, a whisper on the wind, a ripple in the deep, to claim their own, to draw the lost, to pull them to their world.
Along the endless ribbons of forgotten highway, some journeys are fated to lead far beyond the boundaries of any known map, into the waiting maw of the uncanny. Weariness promised an end to their road, but the flickering lights on the horizon offered a different kind of destination, one whispered about only in nightmares.
We should stop.
One whispered about only in nightmares. Different kind of destination.
We should stop.
One whispered about only in nightmares.
We should stop.
The flickering neon of the Roselawn Hotel beckoned them into a deceptive stillness, where the quiet hum of the night masked a far more sinister welcome. Where the quiet hum of the night masked a far more sinister welcome. Beyond the fixed smile of the receptionist lay a chilling invitation, a word from the owner that promised to unravel the very fabric of their reality.
The owner is out back. He'd like a word.
To unravel the very fabric of their reality. The misty backyard revealed a figure of unsettling calm, his rhythmic rocking a hypnotic prelude to the strange truths that awaited them in the twilight. His rhythmic rocking a hypnotic prelude to the strange truths that awaited them in the twilight.
And we are heading to Redmond.
Believe in second chances? Sure we do.
Well then, welcome to my kingdom.
What kind of kingdom? Second chances? Sure we do.
A simple shift in a rocking chair became the horrifying pivot point, as a glimpse of impossible truth shattered their fragile reality into visceral terror. As a glimpse of impossible truth shattered. Blinded by pure, unadulterated fear, their frantic flight across the dew-kissed field was less an escape and more a desperate, doomed attempt to outrun the inevitable. Hope, a cruel illusion in this desolate landscape, flickered to life with the distant swing of a lantern, promising a rescuer, but delivering only a deeper mystery. Promising
boys
a
lost.
rescuer,
We were at the
but
hotel.
delivering only a deeper
The owner,
mystery.
he had goat legs.
Promising a
Boys lost.
rescuer,
We were at the like hotel. these ones.
only a deeper mystery.
This place ain't on any map. People don't come here by accident, only by invitation. This place ain't on any map. People don't come here by accident.
Trapped and resigned, they watched as the old man vanished into the beckoning glow of the town. He left them to wonder, was this place a prison or a deeper, more insidious test of their very souls? Was this place a prison or a deeper, more insidious test of their very souls? Was this place a prison? Hayes chased the last hues of fall, his camera documenting nature's canvas. But overhead, the sky began to turn, hinting at the storm to come. The trail vanished. Griffin's instruments failed. No signal, no GPS. Just endless trees and a fading sky. As the light died, Griffin Hayes was about to discover how quickly beauty could turn to pure, unadulterated fear. He was utterly lost. Griffin Hayes finds a derelict, desperate cabin in the wilderness. Stranded and shivering, he stumbled upon this broken cabin, his only hope in the deepening wild. Inside, Griffin's flashlight found dust and rust, but on the table, a recently melted candle proved that someone else had been here recently. The cabin groaned against the storm, its tin roof protesting the relentless rain. Huddled in his sleeping bag, Griffin Hayes lay awake and anxious. Huddled in his sleeping bag. Sleep offered no escape. In the inky blackness, Griffin jolted awake, his heart seizing. A human scream, distant but undeniable, tore through the storm-ravaged night, freezing his face in primal fear. Griffin sits up, listening tensely, then hears 3 loud knocks coming from the back wall of the cabin, not the door. Griffin sits up, listening tensely, then hears 3 loud knocks coming from the back. With a trembling hand, Griffin grabbed his only light. He pushed the old door open, hoping for something, but only the relentless rain and the impenetrable dark forest met his gaze. He retreated back into the cabin's eerie silence. Unreal. A screaming wooden figure on the table, it wasn't there before. Griffin's mind raced, disoriented. He picked up the figure. This place was a trap. At the dawn, he packed and decided to leave. Griffin fled, retracing every terrified step until his phone flickered to life. He was swiftly airlifted out, leaving the horror behind. Later that week, local authorities found no trace of the cabin, just an empty clearing in the dense woods marked by a disturbing, scorched outline, as if it had simply vanished. He thought it was over. Lounging on his couch, finally relaxed, Griffin's peace shattered. The wooden carving, the screaming figure simply appeared on his coffee table. His eyes widened in disbelief and dread. 3 sharp knocks resonated from the wall. He was utterly bewildered, 3 sharp knocks resonated from the wall. He was utterly bewildered, Finally, home. All she wanted was to forget the day, to leave the world outside and get to her apartment in the 6th floor peacefully. To leave the world outside and get to her apartment in the 6th floor peacefully. But what happened when the elevator reached the 3rd floor was unexpectable. But what happened when the elevator reached the 3rd floor was unexpectable. But what happened when the elevator reached the 3rd floor was unexpectable. Something felt off. Without warning, the elevator jolted and began rising, stopping abruptly at the 4th floor. Without warning, the elevator jolted. The wrong floor. A hallway steeped in shadow and a silence that felt wrong. The wrong floor. The escape was gone. The buttons, once a promise of control, were now just dead plastic. Panic began to set in. Once a promise of control. A strange sensation creeps over her. She's no longer alone in this elevator. Then it hits her, a familiar scent lingering in the air. Sandalwood and bergamot. His scent, her ex-boyfriend, who died years ago. Panic twists into a cold, haunting dread. A flicker in the steel, a ghost in the machine. No doubt remained. She was not alone. Flicker in the steel. A ghost in the machine. No doubt remained. Suddenly, normalcy returned. A smooth ride to her apartment in floor 6. A moment of wary relief. A smooth ride to her apartment in floor 6. A moment of wary relief. A smooth ride to her apartment in floor 6. A moment of wary relief. But the numbers were wrong. This wasn't her floor. It was the 4th, but the numbers were, and her frantic escape slowed to a halt, not from exhaustion, but from a silent, irresistible pull. Her gaze locked onto a single door, apartment 4B. It was waiting for her. Locked onto a single door.
No! No! Please! Please!
No escape, no hope. Only a brutal, sudden violence and a scream swallowed by the darkness. No escape, no hope. Did the ghost of a lost love, in a final, terrible act of grief, simply refuse to be alone any longer? The notice says the apartment is vacant. But is it truly empty now? Or has the maintenance just been completed? But is it truly empty now? Or has the maintenance just been completed? He walked alone into the woods, chasing rumors. A dead station, still standing, still humming. Into the woods, chasing rumors. A dead station, still standing, still humming. Into the woods, chasing rumors. A dead station, still standing. WNTR, off air since 1971, but the tower still blinked, like it never stopped listening. Off air since 1971, but the tower still blinked, like it never stopped listening. Rot and silence filled the walls, but he swore he heard breathing, his own, or something else. Silence filled the walls, but he swore he heard breathing, his own, or something else. He touched nothing, but the console came alive, as if it had been waiting. He touched nothing, but the console came alive, as if it had been waiting. He touched nothing. Once this place was full of music and light, but behind the joy, someone had been watching. Once this place was full of music and light, but behind the joy, someone had been watching. Room to room, he searched. Not for anyone, just for something that made sense. But the deeper he walked, the less real it all felt. Just for something that made sense. But the deeper he walked, the less real it all felt. Two figures stood ahead, translucent, smoky, drifting like mist in the hallway. They didn't move. They didn't hide. Yet somehow, he walked forward as if nothing was there. Whatever they were, they wanted to be seen, or not. He walked forward as if nothing was there. Whatever they were, they wanted to be seen. The air changed, colder, hollow, like the building had a basement and a memory. The air changed, colder, hollow, like the building had a basement and a memory. He stepped through the stairwell door and started down, one slow step at a time. He stepped through the stairwell door. Behind him they emerged, two ghostly forms, translucent and still, drifting silently down the stairs. He turned. This time, he saw them. He didn't scream. He didn't speak. He just sat down and disappeared inside himself. What did he see? Why did they follow him? Why did they stop? Maybe they didn't want him dead. Maybe they just wanted him to stay. And what if he was never supposed to leave? Antarctica, an entire continent buried in ice, the coldest, driest, most remote place on Earth. It is our planet's final frontier, holding secrets locked away for millennia.
Keep her steady. We're almost there. Another 100 feet and we'll have the oldest ice core on record.
The official record states that the 1961 Vostok expedition was a geological survey.
That they were drilling for ice cores. The official record is a carefully constructed lie that they were drilling for ice cores.
Shut it down! Kill the power now!
The official record
We're
is a
through!
carefully constructed lie that they were drilling for ice cores.
Shut it down! Kill the power
The
now!
official record
We're
is a
through!
carefully constructed lie.
Vance is being slowly lowered on a single rope through the borehole. He turns, and the universe shifts, a wall of alien geometry, absorbing light, absorbing sound, absorbing him. Alien geometry, absorbing light, absorbing sound,
It's not a
absorbing
cave.
him.
It's a building.
No,
a city.
Absorbing light, absorbing sound.
It's not a cave.
Carbon dating was useless. The material wasn't from Earth.
It's not a cave.
Geological surveys placed the cavern's formation conservatively at 34 million years.
It was there before the ice, before us, before the very concept of us, before the ice, before us, before the very concept.
A gloved hand meets the spiraling patterns. In an instant, a soft, blue-white luminescence erupts, racing across the wall. The very air vibrates with a profound alien hum, sending Vance recoiling in sheer primal fear. The very air vibrates with a profound alien hum, sending Vance recoiling in sheer primal fear.
Within 48 hours, the operation was taken over. A total media blackout. The official story was sealed. The team was debriefed, sworn to a secrecy so absolute it followed them to their graves. We were told we did not discover a city. We awoke a tomb.
They think they buried it, but you can't bury something that old. It's waking up, and people have to know what's waiting for us under the ice. You can't bury something that old. It's waking up, and people have to know what's waiting for us.
For a century, we have aimed our ears at the heavens, listening for a whisper from the stars, hoping for a sign that we are not alone in the immense, silent dark, that the first true reply would not come from the void above. It came from the frozen heart of our own world, a signal broadcast not to the cosmos, but from a prison of ice. It was never a message of greeting, it was an announcement, but from a prison of ice. It was never a message of greeting, it was an announcement. Humanity's quest for knowledge has taken us to the ends of the earth, but perhaps there are some truths we were never meant to find, some doors left unopened. Truths we were never meant to find, some doors left unopened. Truths we were never meant to find, some doors left unopened. Truths we were never meant to find, some doors left unopened. Truths we were never meant to find, some doors left unopened.